Battle to the death, fighting till I take my last breath, till there's nothing left of this flesh, till it's past tense. Got up on the fence, henceforth this intense. I was lost, now a friend, now a force with the pen for the love. Yo, what up, everybody? Welcome to Marrio Esco Live. I'm your host, Marrio Esco. Alongside me is my good friend and co-host, Gil Vargas.
Yo, what up?
What up, brother? What up? Yo, thank you guys for coming in. Join the email list, share the show as you guys see this, as you guys are coming in. For my podcasters, leave a review. For all my people who love us and want to support us, go to d2lproductions.com and go check out our merch there, our shirts, our sweaters, our fanny packs, our all that good stuff.
Oh, no fanny pack joke today. Nice.
We're professional today because this is actually pre-recorded right now. What up, y'all? Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to all. I don't know if you guys can see the lights in the back. We're trying to be creative with it. Green and red, looking all Christmassy. You know, hopefully you guys are being blessed right now, spending time with your family.
Does the Spanish Santa say, hola, hola, hola?
I think something like that. Merry Christmas to y'all.
No?
We're still going to continue the show, you know, at least this part normally.
Yeah.
Yo, I follow you, brother.
Completely disregarded that whole joke.
That was good, dude.
No, it's fine.
No, hair class.
It was a dad joke. I get it.
Even with pre-recorded, we still have the same demeanor. It's awesome, dude.
Yeah, come on, man.
It's like we're live.
It's like a whole nother day. Only
Doesn't
it was 5 minutes after the last show.
See, we could actually cut and edit and stuff. Like, should we try? No.
Maybe.
Keep it live. Keep it moving.
This could be the experiment.
Yo, bad love to our partners, man. We love y'all. GOP, the Bar Podcast, Prayer Plug, Rep the King Worldwide, Rap Remnant, the Bridge Radio, 520 Collective, the Unashamed Network, Godify, GH3 Radio, Sound the Alarm. We love y'all.
That's a huge list.
GH3 Radio, 2020summerfest.com. Check that out. 520 Collective, check out their radio station. We're with them as well.
Behemoth.
Godify is coming soon. All streaming Christian platform. They also have cartoons and shows, and it's not just audible, it's visual as well. We love y'all. Yep. Any other updates with our partners? We got Concepts event next week, right?
Yeah. Well,
in
a few days.
Oh yeah. So in 2 days from today.
Yes.
Technically. Today. Our first time. This is awesome. Yeah, in 2 days, y'all, you better go to Concepts. We're going to be there. Yeah. Marrio Esco Live will be in the house.
Woo.
So that's what's... Woo!
We're going to kill it.
Woo!
Yo, it's going to be our first time. How do you feel about that, man?
I'm excited,
We're going to do Marrio Esco Live at an actual event.
Yeah, man. I'm excited. I'm going to turn up. I'm going to have fun. I'm going to have a blast.
How you turning up? It's a Christian event.
Yeah, easy, man.
Elaborate.
Easy.
How are you going to turn
up? You hide it in a black mug. No,
I'm just... No. What are you hiding?
No.
You hide in the scissor?
The holy water.
The holy scissor.
Get lifted.
Get lifted.
Oh, man, I'm lit by the Spirit. No. No.
Why do they have a country accent? I'm lit by the Spirit.
Stop. Recap. Stop, drop, and reflect.
Stop, drop, and
Our last episode that we just did. Episode 75.
I'm falling and I can't reflect.
Stop, drop, and reflect. We what did we just talk about? What did we just talk about?
5 minutes ago?
5 minutes ago. Feature track, Dear Church with Big Breeze. We played Daydreaming Rapper featuring myself and Manny as the skit.
Yo, that skit is hilarious.
Actually, we had a good discussion about genetic modification and weird things.
How you can now remove stuff from your DNA, just like how you edit film and just cut and clip and paste. You can do that now.
Facts. That's what's up. So listen, we're not going to have a creative tip for this episode. We don't have a special guest for this episode.
Nope.
We are actually peacing out right after this intro so you guys can rock with the clips and stuff like that and have fun with, highlights of our year,
journey
2019. So hey, congrats to us, congrats to y'all.
We love y'all for rocking with us.
Thank you so much. It's been
this
a blessing.
Right here is our timeline.
Facts,
if you will.
Facts, man. You can actually see the. I mean, for me, it's been a journey. The whole thing has been nothing but growth, man. Like on the show, behind the scenes.
We committed a whole year of this show.
Facts.
That's impressive.
Now, I don't want to be one of these guys talking about coming into the New Year's and all that, but coming into the New Year's with the stuff that we've learned, I'm excited to share with y'all the fruit of, I guess, our labor. I don't know. The Lord blessing our labor. I don't know. How do you say it?
Of our bountiful harvest.
God is good, y'all. And we're excited, man. We're excited for the new year.
Appreciate y'all rocking with us.
Real talk.
75 episodes because of y'all. So the encouragement, the support, you know what I mean? The behind the scenes conversations, all of our special guests that has been on the show. Each one of you guys played a huge part on what this show has become and where it's going. So thank you. We can't wait for the new.
Absolutely. Hand claps for y'all.
For real. This is for you guys.
Hand claps for y'all. A little bit of this.
Any of this without y'all. You know what I'm saying? So enjoy some chuleta.
A little bit of this. A little bit of all our sounds. We love y'all. Real talk. I don't know what the skit's going to be, but I'm sure I'll have one ready. No creative tip today. There will be a featured track as well. I don't know what that's going to be yet, but we'll decide then. Yep. And hopefully y'all enjoy the episode. So next year, grace and peace.
We love y'all.
We love y'all. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Robbed it. You know, like finesse is like you robbed it. you manipulate.
Finessing is not, because they even use it in culinary arts. They're like, there was no finesse in this steak.
Finesse is like you just got straight robbed. You got played. You got finessed.
Stupid.
Came in and just manipulated him.
No, I didn't manipulate. I just wrote an original song, but it's in
a him kind of.
No, not in a him kind of way either.
I disagree.
What do you disagree with?
I disagree because I heard one of them songs on there, bro.
Oh, this dude
is not a him. All right. That is definitely
okay.
Not him.
I'm gonna give you Mario's take.
I'm gonna call it.
That was my take.
No, don't say it.
But let's give Mario's take.
Get into that,
of course we have
that
to.
That is behind the scenes.
Because now you're making me look crazy.
No, I'm just saying it's not himish. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, so what is it?
I don't know. It is.
What ish is it?
Some type of ish. How do you call it? Transitioning? What do you call that?
No. Maybe that wasn't the smooth transition.
That was a very choppy transition, bro. You might as well say cut, and you know what I'm saying? Like,
I thought it was kind of smooth. I'm like, speaking of wives,
bro, we live right now, man. Everybody we just lost. Actually, Daryl, you were in one of our shows, and you corrected us on a name misspell. It was Jackie Hill. Jackie Hill. Do you remember that?
Yeah,
when you get corrected by Stephen the Levite.
Yeah, what was that? Y'all were talking about the whole what was it? Pen pulpit thing or something?
No, we were talking about how Jackie Hill made a comment about learning different things from different denominations, and somebody jumped in and that's what we were talking about. I remember that. Okay. You remember that? So we got yelled at by Stephen the Levite, if y'all didn't know.
He did not withhold the rod.
He did not withhold the rod.
They say stuff like that.
Oh, wow.
It's a pastor, musician, footballer, or woman seeking riches. See, even the riches. It makes sense if you read it Britain. Woman seeking riches, frame. It says frame. It doesn't even say fame.
Do you want to be framed?
Do you want to be framed on a wall?
You want to be framed? You're going to need protection?
Just so you know, this is the sunken place.
I was like, dude, this is not
Join
a really good
the sunken place.
This is a bad pitch, bro. I don't think anyone's going to sign up to your brotherhood, man. Do I want to get what? I want to get riches. Then I want to be framed and I'm going to need protection.
We offer frame protection.
Are you serious? We offer all these things in the same time as you need them. We're going to give you riches, you're going to get framed for it, and then you're going to need protection.
And I'm trustworthy because I am the WhatsApp Grandmaster.
Now or never.
That's not trolling anymore. Yeah. If I go to you and be like, yo, man, just to let you know, I'm about to troll you really bad on the internet. In love, though.
Can we take a picture?
I love you.
Side by side.
I'm going to take a picture with you first, but then I'm going to troll you.
I'm going to troll you like
so
crazy,
bad.
Bro.
And not only am I going to troll you, but I have a whole album worth
of stuff I'm gonna troll you on.
It's like I don't see that as trolling anymore. Now you just speaking your opinion.
All right, well, Ruslan battled Tony of Hazakim.
I don't think that's trolling either because he was retaliating, wasn't he?
I don't know.
Yeah, he was.
No, it was.
Oh, you saying Ruslan against what Shiloh when he went like that diss rap?
He went against Shiloh. Man, this sounds like some Mortal Kombat stuff. When Ruslan came against Shiloh, and then all of a sudden. Hazakim came out from the cut, and said, "Get over here." And,
Friendality.
French for the sole purpose of being seen and heard.
Yeah, like your ultimate motive is to be seen, but you're making it seem like you care.
Well, yeah, because that's not genuine.
Exactly. That's why I say I don't think it has a place.
You know what? Honestly, I think it has no strength anyway. Like in the world, it's entertaining.
And I think that's why it has so much credibility, because it's super entertaining. It just gets people to want to watch.
Yeah, and for us, it's more so like annoying.
Yeah.
I think it's more so annoying.
Yeah,
I think for us,
I guess it depends, because somebody mentioned MC Goya. The way he trolls is hilarious.
Yeah, but he's a different kind. That's a fun kind of. That's a joyful troll, though.
That's hilarious. That's a joyful troll. Yo, MC Goya, if you on here, come at this
Goya
dude.
is a joyful troll.
Yo, he's gonna come at you hard.
That's
now.
a chill troll, bro.
Somebody share this with him.
That's a trollo.
That's a trollo.
The very same things that they're doing, or one of their friends are doing at the church, or somebody, you know what I mean? Somebody they know personally, right in front of them, but you don't know. You know what I mean? But this dude is living in front of you, so it's like, oh, any little thing that you can see, boom, everybody cast your stones at him. Yep. Instead of, caution, pray, intercede, but also celebrate the message that they're carrying, because man, I can't believe I'm one of these people now, because praise God, maybe there's growth, there's maturity, you know what I mean? But I wasn't one of these people, bro. Like back in the day when I was zealous and had all that zeal, and I was like, oh, he's selling out, he did an interview.
Yep. I was there too.
Yo, he's selling out, he did this.
Yep.
And the truth of the matter is, you don't know what's actually happened behind the scenes, and he's free to make as long as it's not sinful, he's free to make whatever kind of music he wants.
If you guys missed us, talking about it.
Yeah, no, that's a fact. Thank you. And Jasmine, I got your subscription. That's what's up.
Yeah,
I'm definitely gonna hit you up regarding some of the things that we talked about earlier. So be on the lookout for that. We'll talk.
Oh, I think that's what the Spacky. He put his email on there.
Oh, he did? Word.
Yeah,
we can
Brandon
grab
Spakey.
We can grab it.
$5. Wait,
cool.
You want $5? You want $5, or you gonna give us $5?
Oh, he's asking for $5.
I don't know.
That's what he's doing. Oh, he's doing his Cash App for $5. That's a hustler.
That is a hustler.
He's a hustler.
He's a hustler, baby.
He's waiting for the. All right, you boost that
you
post.
Put the Cash App thing on there.
That dude.
I'm gonna start doing hustler. That. I'm gonna just start going to groups.
God Over Money went live. Cash App.
Hey, I'm gonna recommend you. That's $5.
Oh, Reach went live. Cash App.
Wow. Like waiting for the fumble, almost like they were freestyling. Like he's gonna hit. There's no way he's gonna hit this, and then he freaking does it perfectly, and you're like, wow, he really just did that whole thing on the eye.
Yo, creatively, lyrically, cadence wise, the complexity. That's another thing I want to talk about. The songwriter. A lot of people don't know in music. The songwriter and the recording artist are separate. For the most case, when I talk about music in general, hip hop, we made a different rule. We were like, them two got to be one. But for the most part, the songwriter is separate from the recording artist, the performer. You know what I mean? But Tony, I heard that Mike actually ghostwrites for you. Is that true?
Sometimes.
One time.
Oh,
I actually got to see you do the rap with the box.
Yeah, the cajon.
Yeah. Oh. Well, yeah. Oh, that's actually the right name
there
too.
You go.
I just lost my Puerto Rican card. Right I'm Puerto Rican right now. It's like it's a cajon. Why you don't just say it? Cajon. Why?
Huh?
He said it better than me
too. He need a little bit of this. Oh, there it is. You can't hear it. You can't hear it.
All of a sudden, I feel Puerto Rican.
I knew it because of that. I knew it was because of that.
The movie's universal.
Looking for people like rushing in with the horns and stuff. Like, what kind of show is this?
Oh yeah, we have sound effects.
We got random.
You guys come back to the show with us after you watch the video. You got to hear the stuff we was just talking about.
Yeah.
Like a recorded audio.
We were just talking about pretty much the psychology that goes with the way that Caleb constructs his songs.
Yeah.
And then you likened it.
So dope.
Go ahead, explain it. Explain how you did it.
So I was talking about widening the lens. So like when a movie starts, sometimes you'll just see a little just one object. So you'll see this cup on the table, and then the camera will start to pull back, and you'll start to see other things in the room, and the cup will make sense, or the cup will be surrounded, and you'll see, oh, this cup was part of a bigger picture, was part of a bigger story.
Fire.
And so I'll start verses like that. So I started second track of my album. I just said packed house, and they couldn't wait to turn up.
I love it.
And it was just, that's the crowd. Now let's talk about why the crowd's there and what I'm talking to the crowd about. And so just start out with something that's so engaging, and you widen the picture. Yeah. You know how a record label will sign somebody with an established brand. The record label will handle the publishing, they'll handle the back office, right. Like that. But they'll say this brand is before. I'll just use a secular example. Before Diplomats was had any musical business entity, they were part of the rock. They were signed by the Rock.
Right.
But the Diplomats had a solid brand because that was their crew. That was what they were doing stuff under. So I want it to be a brand and a collective and represent something solid, but I don't know if I want to actually handle some of the admin that comes with the record label. So how does one come to be a part of that? Is there an agreement? We jump you. We jump you in. We hit you with microphones.
Everyone carries a branch.
Exactly. Everyone carries a tree branch. It's like your mother. It's like your grandmother back in the day. You go pick a branch. You go outside and pick a branch.
That's bad. We're gonna talk about that and dive into that. So before we do, one of the things that we like to do here is share the verse that we're currently going through with our church and how it's applying to our week. It pretty much is it's not like a, share a whole sermon. It's just like a brief, this is what we went through, just to kind of reflect on. It pretty much is, how's your week been? You know what I mean?
Facts.
Go ahead, man.
So we went through Romans 1:18-32, which is a mouthful. You go read 18 to 32. That's a good
Romans
chunk.
Alone, bro.
And Romans alone is very heavy. So just a brief overall, at least from what I received from it, is in a world where sin.
I know, right? Where sin abounds.
I thought about that when I wrote it too, and I was like, you know what? This may come across like I'm about to say a movie plot.
What kind of sermon would you listen to? Preacher man over here. He's like
that's the dopest thing ever.
Yo, don't give it.
I'm just saying.
Nah, for me, I think it's it's anybody who's involved. I think anybody who's involved one way or another, that there needs to be unity in that.
Yeah. Facts.
Everybody involved, anybody who shares the title, any kind of way, whether you fan, supporter, whatever it is, like anything that if you're in the genre one way or another, either consumer, artist, producer, audio engineer, videographer, because there's a lot of Christian videographers, that really want to do videos with Christians.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
dope ones too.
Yeah. And so if you're any of those type of people involved with the genre and you actually embrace it and love it, I think we all share a responsibility. I think the confusion is coming from what we just said. The ministers on this side and the entertainers on this side. And one of the things Ambassador was hinting at was that every time that they embrace their way of using the form of rap, every time that they embrace it and really push that and motivate that and encourage that, that the other side, the entertainers, the ones that are not using it to explicitly talk about the things of the Lord, but they're just, they're real Christians, sincere, and they're just performers, right? That they feel like they're being rebuked or undermined or whatever.
Yeah.
That's happening. And I think there's a space for both, and I think the both need to come to an understanding in order to define it. I don't think we're going to be the ones to define it, even though I got my definition. But I don't think we're going to be the platform to define it. I think that it's going to take a collective effort for everybody coming together. Yeah, no, I think it's necessary, man. Sometimes
I never actually took a trip for the purpose of writing music. That would actually be kind of dope.
We should go hike and write.
That's what I'm saying. Go somewhere for the purpose of just writing. You know what I'm saying?
You see a whole bunch of CHH artists are going up a mountain. What are they doing?
Now y'all get to the summit and then you pull out the books.
What kind of music are we going to be writing up there?
Then they'll do a search party. Lost hip hoppers.
Rapzilla sends. No.
See, that's what I'm saying. Don't give us an opportunity to make a movie Because I'm telling you right now, like that scene right there would be ridiculous. Like, dudes
I would go
up,
watch that in the
getting
theater.
their suit on, going on a horse, riding up a mountain. They get to their destination and it's a booth, and they just go into
the audience over here. It just sounds like you just wanted to do something creative and original.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Is that kind of like what you do with everything, or like all your music, or is this
so?
You don't look at like trending stuff. You don't try to like.
No, I mean I keep my ear to the ground, and I see like different styles and all that. But I believe the best way to make music is to tell your story, because there's only one you. There's only one Marrio Esco. There's only one Gil Vargas.
This is that Music and Cookies Academy.
Yeah, man.
This is all the way.
Find your secret sauce. Find your secret sauce.
This is the secret sauce right here. Go
Shout out, Jack.
Preach.
Apple right now must be like,
this is like I see
Apple hood right here.
You can't be giving that away for free, man.
we need like a little bobblehead Apple Jacks that just comes out like.
Yes. This is part of the Apple Academy.
So God made the chariot's wheels heavy. That's the word for glory and weightiness. Yahweh's killing them with his glory because they're hating his. Pharaoh and his legions, chariots of Egypt, perishing like seamen or mariners on sea ships, buried in the deep quick, gasping on the seafloor. While Israel passes by, they're scattered on the seashore. Like at the flood, how the waters had subsided. By the Ruach Spirit, here the waters are divided.
Woo! Tim, you still with us, bro?
Yes, sirs.
Tim,
I can listen to that all day.
My dude, I like the theology, the in-depth ideas, the in-depth rhyme schemes, the swag, the drops, the ad-libs, my dude. It's too much fire.
You guys are getting me rowdy.
Fire. This dude's spitting.
All glory to God, of course.
Bro.
All glory to the living God.
But Timothy, you gave the whole gospel like properly and everything, dude. And you were using examples on the fly. Do you remember?
It was really God's providence. Sorry, go ahead, brother.
Now, do you remember what you used as you were improvising? Do you remember what you used that day?
I don't. You got to refresh me, brother. Go ahead.
I think it was a bathroom. It was like an old foundation of a bathroom that still had like the plumbing still there, sitting there in the concrete. Facts. Do you remember now?
No, I remember it was like a rugged stage, but I didn't remember that it was a former commode. So wow, what's in God's providence though? That was
at it toe to toe right now.
How is this happening?
Insane. Okay, who's gonna win? That's what. This is all a lie. This is all a lie.
Oh, that wasn't a hard.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
What?
Wow,
that is a lie.
Yeah, this is.
So you guys all saw
down to
witchcraft,
and I win.
You guys all saw the witchcraft that just happened.
I win. No, you don't.
Who's standing?
I win.
What?
First, I win the entire thing, guys. I win.
All right, but we have to talk about something.
Gracias. That's what's up. Guys,
no, let's actually talk about something.
Rep the King Mag.
Oh, but wait a minute. Overall.
Nah, this ain't.
Oh, no. Overall, look at the confetti.
No,
look at the confetti.
No, guys.
No. Overall, it says I win.
It was fun while it lasted. It was fun while it lasted. We love y'all. I wanted to experiment as a creative man, just as an artist, and I didn't have that desire to really teach. I went through that journey as well to become a teacher. I actually took a preaching class. Yep. I actually preached a sermon in front of my pastor. And some students from the class. I went through that. I have a sermon.
The audio exists.
I have the audio of a full like 45-minute sermon that I did. It sounded like Spurgeon Escobar. Like Spurgeon Escobar instead of the what did he have? He had the regular shortcut.
I feel
instead
like
of that, I have the Steven Seagal ponytail. I'm like, hey. El Spurgeon Escobar, sí, señor.
With random barks every now and then.
¿Dónde está la biblioteca?
Biblioteca.
That's not Bible.
Please tell us, what is biblioteca?
Biblioteca, the Bible, the biblioteca, the Bible text.
La Biblia is that.
Biblio is Bible, teca is text. Biblioteca.
The doctor said alternate through Motrin and Tylenol, something like that. Like go back and forth with it, which I thought was weird at first because I'm like, man, I feel like I'm overdosing my kid, giving him 2 types of medicines in rotation. Just don't sound right.
Jasmine,
but actually a help.
Jasmine has something to say. She jumped in a little bit about the group, but you go ahead. You want to finish your thought first?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So yeah, my daughter is definitely doing better, even though I didn't quite understand the whole alternating medicines.
It was one stronger than the other?
I don't know.
That's probably
all I was told was
you just do what
alternate.
You told?
Yeah, alternate
so
through the two.
When they get the mark of the beast, you're just gonna
Yep. Chip that.
Yo, wow, Chip that. We just lost half our people. What's up, everybody? You know, we already had our show about the Illuminati. Chip that.
Any doubt, he knocks it out. Lock us in and box it out. His troop getting these toxins out. And all this poison from the noise in my mind. Tell him beat it like Jesus to Peter. Satan, get behind.
We ain't sitting on the sideline, sick of the things I've been seeing with my eyes. Look for yourself, belts clicking and bootstrapping. I know what you're thinking. What is it for? We getting ready for a war. Don't fail me now. Me standing at 2 feet, no chains on the ground. It's a new day. Push down the enemy, look, can you use me? Just when me thought I couldn't be no more crazy, thinking about the place with the Lord that saved me. He was a true battlefield. He quit with a double-edged sword to kill, ready murder. Now you see a soldier. Yeah.
Music and battle rapping. It's an entirely different mindset, an entirely different way you got to think when it comes to your bars. You know, I was contacted to do that event and to be a part of the league because, you know, and I don't even consider myself the best one, but, you know, a lot of people consider me a lyricist. So it's like, you know, when
they knew you had bars.
Yeah.
They can tell by the way that you spit that like this dude definitely got some bars.
And they told me they were like, when the league first started, I was one of the people that they thought of. So they were like, yo, you would be perfect for this. So at first I was like, okay, how is this gonna work? But I was like, okay, let me try it and let me see what happens. It wasn't until I actually got in the ring that I realized, okay, battle rapping, as much as I've been watching
it's a whole different animal.
It's another beast.
It's an entire
than making music. It's another mindset. Once, twice a day.
I bet, bro.
Sometimes several times a day, especially when you're first starting to memorize them.
Do you ever find yourself like after you've said it a few times, you end up not liking it and changing it?
I got to the point where I got sick of hearing it.
For real?
Yeah, you get sick of hearing your own rounds, but then when you're in that ring,
you gotta bring it.
Yeah, you gotta bring it as if you really believe it. You know what I'm saying? My weakness in my first battle was I believe that there were 2 weaknesses. One, I didn't really say what I was saying as if I believed it. Like nobody can like mess with me or whatever. Like really believed it.
Yeah.
And 2, I was rhyming like I was rhyming over a beat because I'm an artist.
Right.
And that's what I've been doing for years.
The Budden effect.
It's ingrained you.
The Budden effect. You could call it that. The Joe Budden effect. You could call it that.
Because that's why he got eaten alive.
Yeah.
Because he would stop himself in the middle of the performance and be like, yeah, I know, I'm rapping.
It's kind of long, but
I got you, man.
Yeah.
That was a good intro before we played, so.
Yeah.
Like a true artist, you know what I mean? When you describe something, you got to make sure it has every dope word in the description. You know what I'm saying? Like we can't just be like, yo, what is this song about? You know what? It's about my life and struggle. Nah, we got to be like, you know what? I was in a dark time once upon a time, and I was going through some rough times.
All right, brother, we're gonna share this. Feel it. Here we go.
They tell me write my dreams through my pencil when I'm pushing out rhymes, but I'm busy.
And it's fire.
That's really tough.
But he's not a Christian at all, but he makes some fire hip-hop music. Would you support it? Yo, that's a question for y'all. Would you support it?
So I would have
Jasmine jumps in. You got to read that first.
Hold on.
Jasmine jumps in. You know when Jasmine jumps in and she...
Hold on. Don't hit me there.
All right, no hitting. Everyone's watching.
So I didn't see the article. However, I would say that if they are supposed to cover Christian hip hop and Loso is a Christian hip hop artist, then there shouldn't be an issue with covering the story. I agree with what Gil said. If they cover him when he wins, then should also cover him when he loses, as long as they're not bashing him in the process.
Good. Exactly. I think that's it for that, right? Yes. That's it for that. No, but it's important because some people will be like, oh, yo, they covered his loss. Oh, snap. You know?
But then there's certain things that they've covered that I disagreed with. For that right now, I do that too.
I do too, bro. I was barely put on like the beard game about a year ago. Everything was scruffy, you know. And finally, I figured it all out, man.
I gotta ask you, do you use an L blade?
Nah, man. Actually, I just get clippers and I make sure that I keep them clean so I don't break out too much. But
you do it with the clippers? That's impressive.
Oh my goodness, are we really into the beard combo? Like I'm just
And Mario's just hating, man. Mario's hating because he's growing it out now. So right now he's at that awkward phase.
Real confession.
So now he's like, yo, man, why are you talking about beards right now?
Hold up. This is how real we get, Messa. Hold up. Real confession. Ready? I'm gonna look into the camera so everyone can see.
Yeah.
Gil straightened my beard before this show.
Facts.
You want to get real?
Yo, I'm a co-host.
Blow dried my beard.
Co-host / hairdresser / barber. I'm a beast with
a lot of repetition. So it's not that all of them are like you can't understand anything they're saying. It's sometimes it's just a type of song.
The style, you know, that you don't like.
Like the style is.
I'm trying to get to the heart of what you don't like.
It's not the style because I could get with a lot of different styles.
Well, you're a fan of Outkast.
Very much, yeah. Like musically, but like content wise, some of the content's good. But you know, I mean, I ain't living that life no more. But
I get what you're saying. I mean,
but as far as like mumble rap, like they don't. It doesn't seem like they put a lot of thought into like their rhymes. Like so, what I listened to back in the day was like '90s hip hop, early 2000s, where dudes was very lyrical.
You like Messa?
Yeah, he's dope. Yeah, so I wasn't too familiar with him, but when he was on the show, I checked out some of his music, and I was like, yo, this dude's smooth. This dude's dope.
So we went on another deep dive. But I like it. But that's what's up, man. That's what's up.
This is going to be
that means this podcast is going to be Christianity that you have to reconcile, such as profit, business, marketing, promotion.
Right.
How do you spend your money wisely? Like now you're on a whole different ball game.
Right.
And it's not to say that you can't move to the glory of God within that system. You can move within that and be business and want to what do you call it, Gil? Projection.
Yes.
You have your projections and you want to get better. You want to improve. You want more traction. But I don't think there's any. When you're entering into the field of business, that's what you're supposed to do.
Right.
Otherwise, if you're not trying to do that, don't put it on wax.
Right. Yo, and I look at it like this too.
Don't put it on wax.
Right. Don't.
I thought you were going to argue with me, man.
He was about to argue
I was going to say,
you cut him off.
No,
I wanted him to get mad and come back. It's supposed to be a show here.
He big brother.
It is a dope move, though.
Because, you look at hip-hop as a whole, it's very challenging, right? And domineering and braggadocious and bravado. Yeah. Like, he could have easily went the other route.
Could have been a battle.
Could have been a battle. Could have been a physical thing. Yeah, so he was like...
Not only that, but he has the ability to hit him with some facts.
Yep.
That nobody could tell him because J. Cole's been in the industry for a long time. Mm. He probably hit him with a few gems like, bruh.
Yeah.
Listen here, young man. Like this is
what was set off camera, right?
Yeah, like this is the business, man. You need to understand this X, Y, and Z. Pretty sure that young man appreciated it, and that's why they followed his pride and they watched it.
Facts. And now thinking about what you said about everybody sort of indirectly having a responsibility, right? What do you think about?
Yeah, right? You thought Mario was bringing you a deep conversation.
Right? That's a touring pastor, right?
He tricked you. Sorry.
All right, so the touring pastor, he has to sell items or he has to get money. He has to get income one way or another. So in a way, even it's not just the model. In a way, there's certain elements that transition into Christianity too as well. Like if I'm gonna take my time away from my family and my wife, like I'm a pastor. I have my local church. I will come, but you need to compensate me.
That's why I don't do pilgrimages to conferences. Like I really don't believe in going to see somebody really like. This is good. This one's here. This one's there. Let me go see him.
That's the topic guy, man. I like that.
I'm happy listening to my pastor sermons. You know,
so you don't be cheating on your pastor when you're like, yo, I'm gonna go.
Oh no, I listen to other dudes.
Your pastor.
You know what? I'd rather this pastor out in the West Coast, out in Cali. Dudes that are doing behind the scenes with audio and whatnot. So shout out to them. Shout out to Deep Blue. I love you guys. Just Lou. Shout out to Stizzy Stokes. I love you guys, man. You guys are my dudes, bro. I love you guys. It's all love. But they're out there doing their thing, man. And we have people. So I see it, Ruslan. I'm like, yo, I could go out there and like chop it up and just build. So I hit him up, and he has this. It's a promo thing. You know what I mean? Like it's a business strategy that he has, and we connected. But somehow I subscribed to some kind of text messaging thing that he's doing. So now I'm like, yo, Ruslan, you're gonna come through. We're gonna build. He's like, yo, I'm dropping my album. Check out this new, and it's like this automated. I'm like, what?
He's like, yo, he calls me up. He's like, yo, Gil, I was trying to hit him up. He said, if you text this, it's my connect. He's like, after I've been signed up, somehow I'm signed and I have a subscription and I'm paying monthly subscription to his website.
So we had the Souths, we got the new H2Os. And then, like you said, rap remnants and stuff like that. But there's got to be guys who are willing to just sit there and grind in there. Like new H2Os stopped doing what they were doing, but they were doing really well. Like I was looking at the numbers. Their SoundCloud numbers were slowly catching up to Rapzilla's. And then, like I said, the owners went to a different venture and started doing some other stuff. You know what I mean? And so that's just what happens. And then Rapzilla ends up buying that other site so that they can utilize it.
I like what they did though.
Yeah, that was a good move.
I think it was a good move because they're utilizing the new H2O for
indie artists. They're trying to put a heavy focus on indie artists, and so nobody cares. Like, where's the hurrah? That Rapzilla's like, yo, we're gonna make sure that we intentionally have this site.
They made some dedicated. Moves. They made a lot. They made a few moves, man.
They're not trying to corner the market. Like, it's not beneficial to corner a market. To be a monopoly in a market this size is not beneficial because competition breeds.
Lovey-dovey movies who's gonna play a dark, sadistic role like that? People were like, nah,
never gonna happen.
And now he's the most iconic Joker to ever live. Not saying that Aladdin is
he was
a pop icon now because Will Smith did it, but I'm just saying like he could do a phenomenal job. We don't know until we see it.
Yeah, all right.
He might kill it.
He might kill it. He might not.
He might not.
Some people are like already judging from the trailer.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
people already like
saying that
it's trash.
All I need is the trailer. Like I saw what I needed to see and it's trash.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna see it.
They're probably feeling the way Will Smith felt originally. Like why ruin a perfect story?
Like,
they probably feel that way. But if they know what you just told them because you just sold it, then they'll probably be like, oh, I respect that. You know, for that I'm gonna go watch it now. Good job, Gil. Yeah. Did you get any? Did we get compensated for that?
I didn't know I was going to drop gems talking about Aladdin, but hey.
All right. What about Spider-Man? How you feel about
Spider-Man? If you have lost somebody close to you, somebody you looked up to, somebody you wanted to see again, you've had those thoughts. And we need to work with those people that are having those thoughts and are wrestling with those issues. And we need to approach it in a Christ-like way of saying, I feel you. I feel your pain. I may not feel it exactly. I may not have felt it as bad as how you currently feel it. But guess what? I want to help you get better. And then
amen.
On a case-by-case basis, approach it from that.
Facts. And you feel that even the response for that should be the same way.
Yeah.
Coming alongside, loving, caring.
And sometimes coming alongside them as well, like especially if you have the opportunity to come alongside them person to person, like, you know, face to face. Sometimes silence is more than Spider-Man? They need. That thing is
since we're talking about movies. I didn't line this up previously. No, this is spontaneous. It's already there.
Oh man, it's professional.
It's like the system just knows what we're going to talk about next. It's amazing. I love it. Podcasters, I'll let you know later.
From what I gather,
not here on the show live.
They're introducing a lot of different elements. So, like, they're introducing
the Mysterio,
obviously from the cover. But I guess from what I've read in articles and stuff like that, he's from like another dimension, so they're trying to introduce the multiverse, which is very well mentioned in the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
Like there's different dimensions of different Spider-Mans and all that.
Another dimension.
So they're saying Mysterio is from another dimension, which kind of hints at they're going to play with that whole thing.
Dude, what do you like? Don't if critics ends up calling you like on the side, you better say no. You work for Marrio Esco Live, okay? Because you're killing it. You came a long way, bro. Because I remember the songs that you did.
Oh, I appreciate it, man.
Lost. Ever since the day I met you. I remember that. Like the way you used to, the notes, the variations.
You know, Mario called himself a lyrical lobster.
No. Okay.
When was this, dude?
No.
A lyrical lobster.
No. Okay. Oh, you want me to?
Yes, red hot, boiling.
No,
like a lyrical lobster.
Yo, we're gonna jump.
Words
into the
flipping
track.
up smooth like a b-boy popper.
Yo, you added that. Hold up, you wrote that. I didn't say that. You're right into my bad rhymes.
To my bad rhymes.
Wait, hold on. Did you actually say lyrical lobster, bro?
I did not. Yep. No, we're switching up. Yep. We're going to our featured track. Yeah. This is one of
so
a kind.
So the fact that he can talk about
William Kahn.
He just had this side conversation.
This is off of one of a
He started
kind.
from the bottom.
One of a kind EP.
Now we're here.
That sounds like a dad joke on bed. Lyrical lobster.
It's a whole different vibe.
It's a whole different vibe.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a whole different vibe.
That is how I determine the entertainment and not. If the dude is on the mic, killing the mic, and he's jumping up and down, getting the people hype, and he's putting their hands up, and they're putting their hands up, and it's this whole thing, you're entertaining.
Yeah.
Although your words are powerful,
and
of
they're
course,
probably you're still delivering a message
to people's
hearts.
Yeah,
you're still ministering. Yeah, facts.
But you are entertaining because you are not going to be on stage like, yo, so I came through to this dope.
Yeah, I'm gonna be so humble. I'm gonna whisper this, guys.
I'm just gonna whisper this whole rap. I'm not gonna move. I'm just gonna stand perfectly still.
I'm gonna lay down.
I'm gonna lay down. I'm gonna get my blanket.
You're just gonna plank. You're just gonna plank on the. You're just gonna plank on the pulpit.
Like this is art.
Yo,
this is
you're
art.
Straight, just gonna plank on the pulpit, man. Oh, we got the title.
Wendy's,
we got
McDonald's,
the title.
Burger King, like all those restaurants, and I've eaten at all of them. Even in Cali, they have Carl's Jr. You ever heard of that?
Yep.
It's basically another version of Burger King.
Okay.
And they're actually the same owners, actually. And
it's the same thing like White Castle. Like
yeah,
I feel like those are like just brands.
That's what I'm saying. So out of all those burgers, to me, In-N-Out makes the best burger.
Here we go.
Oh, okay.
We're getting the second one coming up.
Word.
All right, cool.
Don't throw those out too.
Yeah, no, leave those.
The Rican side of me is saying.
I think I gotta taste test like a few of them to get an accurate test. Like 3.
So we probably should have just ate the rest of those
sandwiches like
that whole time.
Yeah, we should have had like 3 sandwiches each. Then I can have an accurate. Then I can have an accurate measurement of texture.
Yeah, the accurate amount.
Get the heck out of Google, léalo. There you go. Google it. Real talk though, like Google has saved me mad times. I've seen dudes.
Facts.
I've seen dudes.
Yeah.
I've seen you're podcasting today, bro.
I'm trying.
You're podcasting today.
I try.
I love it.
How about when you get caught off guard when you don't know the scripture? So you just put in a couple of the words in the scripture and Google tells you exactly what it is. You're like, first of all, it's Matthew 1.
No, you didn't.
1 verse 12.
No.
Try to play me.
You turn your back real quick. Hold on. I'm going to pray about this.
Siri, Google léalo.
Actually, the Lord said.
Yo, legit. All they see is the back of your head.
Actually, the Lord said. Oh man, dude! If y'all don't like this show, these little ones growing up, and if they're in the public schools and whatnot, and they're learning all this stuff, like you got to make sure that you have the time to commit to them, and you got to make sure that you have the finances to, provide for your family. Because if it comes down to a point where it's like, yo, it's now or never. I need this 5 stacks for my album to drop, and this is ministry to glorify the Lord. Like, do I pay the bills or do I drop this album? Took me all this time to get this ready. Like, this is now or never. I gotta drop this.
I was on Instagram recently, and correct me with the names because again,
go ahead,
I know a lot of these Christian rappers. But I believe there's a rapper.
We don't either. We front.
Yeah, you did research on me, man.
No, that's a
y'all
fact.
knew my
That's a
job
fact.
and everything. I'm
Yeah,
like,
that's a
damn,
fact.
it's a job interview. Y'all know my background
To be
history.
honest with you. Okay, what did you think about it, Gio? What are your thoughts?
I don't know, man. It's all over the place.
This is the show, bro. This is
all over the place.
Where's he at? There he is.
Whatever
this is the show, bro. You on the hot seat. What do you?
Listen, I love Kanye. I do.
Go ahead.
Careful now.
Go ahead.
Careful.
Oh, look at. He's trying to be political. Look at
the butt.
Yo, did Busy not tell you?
I don't know how to put it.
Did Busy not tell you, bro, where he was bringing you?
Listen, I used to have a podcast, so I know what I'm doing.
There you go. So
I'm
let's
good,
go.
bro.
Yeah, let's go.
Good.
Okay. So
listen,
take out your pod bag.
I love it.
Kanye, I hope he gets blessed. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say. I hope that he does his thing. I hope that this is all real.
Yeah.
And I hope it's not just a publicity stunt. You know what I mean? I hope he's not just using the platform.
Okay, go ahead. Explain the difference.
Like there is a difference. There just
Well,
is.
yeah,
break down the difference.
CHH and
yeah.
and a Christian who raps is a difference. Like
okay, talk about it.
Because CHH is more, to me, is more like there really is like the message there, like the
explicit.
Yes, it's just there. The message is there.
The way I'm thinking of it though is like the title rapper. Yeah, there's boom bap.
Exactly. I was just gonna say that.
Down south.
Yeah.
There's trap.
Yep.
But it all comes down to what?
Hip hop.
Hip hop.
Unfortunately.
So that's in certain cases, unfortunately, is the case.
Like hip hop is it's so huge. Like
That's
it has
what I mean.
it has like some
It is.
like
it's not even
subgenres.
sub.
It does.
That's what it is.
Barely any sub genres too. Like if you like,
but that's what I mean. Like he is a
when you
Christian
go
rapper.
on like iTunes, it's just you
His
go on
style's
hip hop.
just not authentically like.
If you go on hip hop, you hear dudes singing. Like they
Free
sing.
zone. You want to dab? Put a little dab.
Yeah, put a little dab.
Put a dab of ranch.
Put it in your beard.
Baptized with a dab of ranch.
Use it as cologne.
Like cologne.
What is it scented as?
And the point of this is not to make fun of Baptists.
No.
We're not making fun.
No.
It's just that it's hilarious that they actually
my writing hand's about to be
it's anointed.
Get that gold pen, bro. That gold pen.
anointed his writing hand with holy water from the Jordan.
My pen game. Oh,
Yo, you gotta post that. Dude, you gotta post a close up of your finger.
That's gonna be his album cover.
That right there is we're gonna do that live
Next
right
album
now.
cover right there.
There you go.
I'm gonna take the picture for you.
Yo,
Of your finger in the holy water.
Yo, that is hilarious.
This is. I gotta turn this so you can see the
Yo,
label.
send me that, please, brother, please, and don't say a word when you post it. Do not.
Yeah, that's
Which
what
one? The mountain.
The mountain one.
That's Holyoke?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, back
No
in
way.
1972.
Yo, this is like Mount Everest.
Yeah, 1972. I think it was back. It's old.
Dang. It's Mount Beverest. It's bootleg.
It's a bootleg version.
Bootleg version. Oh man,
That's what's up, man. So,
Bird card.
so what's the plan
some
like
jerseys, that's what-
moving forward? Because now you're saying you mess with you're dabbling with film. You mess with the camera.
I dabbed a little bit with film. I did it I'm mainly doing it for the brand right now. I want to do like movies. You know what I mean? Like the visuals.
I forgot about the shirt.
Just do it.
It's like, yo, these stickers are awesome. I felt like I was at the dentist's office.
Just do it.
Forget
He's
about
looking
the
for the
pain in my
toothbrush.
mouth.
He's
I'm
like, where's
looking
the
at the doctor,
toothbrush?
like, oh my god, stickers! Blood coming out my mouth.
Now you know what to bring next time. Just
Yeah, there you go.
When the next person
Yeah,
puts
real
a
quick,
20,
just tuck it.
and then they
Tuck
give
it
you
in
that
the
look
tuck it in
like,
the. Just put it in the envelope.
See, like in his
You know what I'm
situation,
saying?
I absolutely feel like he was.
oh yeah, if I'm a,
like,
if
if
I'm
he
a
was
celebrity,
exploited.
that's not
Like,
cool.
Yeah,
They know he
usher
got
you
money.
to
They know he got money. They probably wheeled that barrel 4 or 5 times in front of him.
Yeah, facts.
Like passed it. Like, you sure T.I. got it? You sure he got
So
it?
make sure you bring it to T.I. Okay?
It ain't
For real.
filled enough.
See, like
Why is it so low?
I don't know, like in our
For real.
church. In our church,
Like, that's the rubber band, man.
That's
You know what that
Yeah.
means?
that's the rubber band, man.
You know
They
what
brought
that
the rubber
means?
bands out. They were like,
in our
Here, T.I., here's some
in our
rubber
church, we
bands.
T.I.,
give.
are you missing some rubber bands?
here's some.
Are you good? Are you good?
You need them?
Do you need
Yeah,
any
right
more rubber
here.
bands,
You need
T.I.?
more. Okay.
These ones say 100.
Just
Do
let
you
me
need
know.
the
Just let me
100
know.
ones? Do
I'll
you
be in
need the
back.
100 ones?
Oh, this is all we have left. Sorry, T.I.
We have the big ones here.
Oh, you mean the security here with guns? Don't worry
Put the
about that.
camera on him. Put the camera on him.
Sometimes you kind of go off of the conversation and kind of bring it to the gospel. But I remember times in the shop where it would just be like direct.
You just smile and you go,
Yeah.
They don't even know what they're about to hear.
Oh, you're a Christian, right? So what do you believe? And I'm like, oh, ding.
Bingo.
It's a straight up question. What do you believe?
And you was like, You have to gauge how much he actually tips on a regular basis.
Oh, wow.
No.
Wait a minute.
Oh, my goodness.
Wait a minute.
That is foul.
Oh, you a good tipper?
Should I give him the gospel? Wait a minute. Did he give me a 20 last time? He did give me
Let me tell you the good news.
All right, let me give you the good news.
Let me tell you the good news.
You know what? He's a good tipper.
Good news is bad news, right?
That's so messed
Wow,
Let me
brother.
tell you the bad news first.
What?
That's messed up.
Okay.
Bad news, bro. You are terrible at tipping, and that's a sin.
Slow them down. Facts.
I'm like, really? Because these dudes ain't in shape to run after some of these people. Like, if they have to run after them,
All right. So what if you
German Shepherd
shoot
wouldn't
them?
slow them down?
Yo, what if you got
Can't they just have like a gang of German Shepherds?
Dad?
That's
But
what
that's a
I'm
little
saying.
vicious, no?
I mean, that's still messed up, though.
Might
That's
be better
still a
to get
little
shot,
bit-
bro.
Send the whole pack
Send
of
the
dogs.
German shepherds after them.
Send the wolves.
It'll be all right.
Send the wolves.
Look at Brett.
It's the German
Look at
Shepherd's
Brett's
fault.
solution.
It's the German Shepherd's
Brett
fault.
is like, this guy is such a clown.
It was better than getting shot in the
Send the
thigh with a
wolves.
5.56 or a 308 round.
Facts.
Well, I mean, it depends on what the dog is going to do when it
You have to
catches the
film through
person.
that,
Like, what's going to happen when he catches him?
Yeah, man.
As long as they pin him down.
That
and,
leg
like-
is not going to be in good condition.
Depends on how they train the dog, bro.
What you mean?
Just take a bite and
True.
leave.
What are they going to
Take a
say?
bite.
Yo,
Take a
sick
bite
him
and
lightly.
Chill.
Sick him.
You know.
So let me ask you something. What episode are you on your podcast?
I'm on 134.
130. Oh, so no wonder why
134?
you were like 63. I say, oh, because you've already been there and done that. Oh, okay.
Right. You know what I'm saying? I've seen this movie a few times, you know.
So wait, okay, so you're a songwriter, you're a performer, recording artist.
Yep.
A book writer.
Yep.
Podcaster. What else do you do? What else do you have in the top, man? What else are you working on?
Minister.
Keep going. Go ahead, bro. Break it down. Go ahead, Adam.
You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead,
You
man.
the dude that staple.
Wear 'em proudly, bro.
You
Wear 'em
the
proudly,
dude that
man.
staple stuff to the bottom of your resume, ain't you? You want to know the whole thing.
Be worthy of your
No,
calling.
no.
To a passion in photography, and then after a few years of doing photography, I got into video and video editing, video shooting. But I was always writing. I used to be an actor. I pursued acting for a lot of years, and then the thing about acting is when you're not getting gigs, it helps you. You still use it in life. You use it for job interviews,
Right.
Get into relationships with the ladies if you're trying to get to know somebody.
Yeah.
So you're always acting. If you're an actor,
You got skill sets.
I'm gonna have to
You got
try to
skill
bring that
sets,
to
man.
my wife. So like, what are we arguing
use my
about? Oh, what are we having for dinner? All right, I'm gonna be Fausto from the telenovela on this one. I'm gonna take this one out. I do not want Chinese food, Maria. I don't want it.
Make it the alcapurrias. Make it the alcapurrias.
Make it the alcapurrias.
Obvious, like.
Hey, I'm trying to share.
Go facts.
He's trying to share.
When I don't cry at Toy Story and
talking about animation.
I'm not crying about animation. They don't have feelings.
Okay, you telling me you didn't cry for Lion King when Mufasa died? You ain't got no heart.
Maybe when I was 3.
Okay, but you cried, man.
Come on, he's too hot. Business
No,
too hard.
no. It's not
He ripping off of his blood.
And for Jesus too?
and Jesus too.
Oh wait, don't forget.
I only cry for Jesus.
Oh dang!
When he watches Passion of the Christ, he takes
When
a
he
selfie.
watches Passion of the
Takes a
War
selfie
Room.
and he posts it.
I cried during War Room.
War Room.
That's it. That's it. Oh, that's the
And all of the Medea movies.
every single one.
All of them.
Every single one. And configure your page and build it out.
I didn't know you could do that.
Yep. So
That's dope.
make sure you claim that and just, build
Claim
out
yourself.
Yeah, claim yourself. Creative tip. That should have been the creative tip. Claim yourself.
Well, I didn't
Name
know
it and claim
I
it.
didn't know that was the name of the actual
Name
thing,
it,
like the
name
way
it
you
and
do
claim
it. Go to Spotify and claim yourself. Say I'm here.
With the mystical, claim yourself. No.
Watch yourself.
Stop.
And just claim yourself.
Claim yourself. No, all right, let's stop there.
Show me-
Cool. We're jumping into the featured track. We're jumping into the featured track. This is my brother Josh, featuring myself actually. I don't even know the name of the song. I think it's on there.
I don't even know the name of the song. This track is fire, dude.
Let's go.
It is.
That's where they get it from.
I bet you that guy when he got to heaven is like, you
what? He straight up did the crane.
You gave the humans a technique.
Better back up, boy. Imagine you knew exactly where that was, dude. I'll be just doing that. Just walking by people in the mall, see if it works. What?
Messed up.
They fall over. Whoops.
Like in other news, random 10 people fall and collapse as a bald man runs through them.
He's got the gift of paralyzing. What kind of gift is that? This guy touches people and they just drop to the floor.
It appears to be a Mexican Benny Hinn type man. He looks like he's praying for people randomly coming out of stores.
Oh man!
And they're just falling to the ground.
Man. When I hip, you hip, we hip. Pen dipping in ink and everything.
I bet you his demands when he performs in places, everybody's like, "Oh, he's probably gonna ask for M&Ms and bananas and stuff." No. I want frankincense and myrrh. I want it ready in my room when I arrive.
Yo, what is the right thing for this? What is the right thing for this, man?
I want frankincense and myrrh in my dressing room, please.
Goodness, bro.
Yes.
Can I please have some frankincense and myrrh? My only requirements from the three kings themselves.
Please. And just a dab of Jordan water.
A dab?
I only need a dab.
On his wrist.
He just puts it on his shoulder and goes,
Thank you.
So it goes on his forehead in a cool way. Puts it on his shoulder.
Yo, that's messed up, man. That's CHH blasphemy. Ever complete lyrical theology part 3? Come on, man. What's up? Charlene comes in. Yes, Lord willing, working on it now. So let's unpack that.
And just so y'all know, we have insiders that has confirmed that when Shylin said that, the sky opened up and there was sound effects in that tweet, and it went something like,
wow.
Something like that.
So
when he typed that.
Is that a dove? Is that a blue dove?
Yes, exactly. It's a blue dove that descended on his name.
It's the Twitter. It's the Twitter bird fell on Shylon's name. Oh shoot! Stop. Okay.
Twitter bird came and said,
let's
"I am
unpack
pleased
this.
with my son."
No, stop.
Yeah, I know a lot of. Well, I know a few as far as that don't perform nowhere. They're making a killing.
But do you think that this label will want to do it that way? Because they
every
talk
single
about
time he
$10
performs
million,
live, his
bro.
life is in danger.
You telling me? I bet you the majority of his money wasn't coming through streams. I bet you it was those shows he was doing.
All I know,
and special appearances.
God forbid, I pray for this man, but man, if he starts doing shows in public like that, I don't.
And he starts saying the same thing again. He starts saying the same thing. You can't get me. Like he starts running around. Yo, imagine that.
I don't think he'll be alive.
Imagine that. Or he flips it up. He becomes Christian. He starts doing Christian hip hop.
Dude, I would not be surprised.
He starts not with 10 mil, bro. How they gonna get the return of investment?
Well,
$10 million, bro.
Kanye West is pulling it off.
Kanye West hasn't even dropped an album yet.
And that's not all.
That's not all. There's more to it. You know, you got to learn about the single game. If you drop a single before you drop an album, you can go and claim your Spotify, Apple Music, and Pandora profile.
Remember the last episode? Claim yourself.
Bam. Look at that. Recap.
Show them what you
right in the middle of creative tip. Deeper dive. Lead single. B-side.
What is happening?
Yo, you can do singles that you didn't release in the album. You can re-release a single that you already
That's crazy
released.
that you could do that. And there's actual proof. Yo, Justin Bieber re-released this song at least 14 times.
Yeah, there's a reason behind that. You get ahead of the algorithms. Like once you re-release,
how the heck is
it goes
happening?
back up, and then you re-engage that spike. So you could re-release a single. Yeah, another little thing that you can do.
You gonna say his last name every time you hit somebody.
Mario's getting on me because I saw this new movie that came out, Game Changers, on Netflix, and I thought it was super interesting.
Okay.
I told him it was interesting, and he's like, "Homegirl's a vegan now. Look at him. He's eating salad as we speak." I don't know how he brought salad out of his jacket, but look at him. He's eating cabbage.
He's like, I don't know how you eat those cruciferous vegetables.
Cruciferous.
My wife gave him a plate of rice and what was it?
It was like beef stew.
Yeah,
like beef stew.
And I was like, yo, enjoy your last meal.
Your last meal, because after this, when you become
this is your
vegan,
last walking. This is your last supper.
You're gonna die.
He's a dead man walking. Green Mile.
What are you gonna go straight spinach?
The Green Mile.
He's walking the green miles. That's what he's doing.
All the way to the Jolly Green.
So yeah, Facebook is for the people.
I want to see it.
Maybe I don't know.
I know.
But
my wife
I know what you mean. They're trying
history, and she loves true stories. So I know this is gonna be right up her alley.
I'm pretty sure she probably held it down. Some guns.
She probably did. Look at.
I mean, you're running away. I mean, it's people
Yeah,
trying
you
to
gotta
kill
protect
you.
yourself.
She's
Yeah.
like, nah, I ain't
Facts.
having it. Nah, I ain't buying it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I probably would do the same.
It looks good. Someone says,
Somebody
can't wait
said
for
look
Harriet.
good?
Looks good.
Yo.
The
Yeah,
new
look,
Lion
see,
King,
that's
the
my
new Lion
wife.
King is on DVD.
See?
Why
Somebody
is
said.
like, I can't wait. I knew it.
Harry looks fire.
I knew she was gonna want to see that.
What, the Harriet?
Yeah, she loves like she's a history buff. She loves that stuff.
That's how Brent is too, man. He loves his history. He should be a history teacher, a hip hop historian.
Yeah, hip hop.
And he's gonna be like, all right, kids.
Brent,
Lesson
the
number
hip-hop.
1: the world is actually flat.
Today in hip hop.
Oh, you went there. You went there.
So are you like beating up sides of beef, going for jogs, running up the art museum steps?
Nah, yo, you just
Of course he is.
Preparing for months,
Dude,
bro.
this is the king of
I'm
Boston
eating
right here.
alphabet cereal, bro, every
You
day.
see him like Rocky coming through in Boston with his hoodie on, sweating.
and with technology, especially if you don't know your opponent, you can like it's nothing to just go through social media, go through
Look at him.
Google, find out
Stalking
what you
his
need
prey.
to find out.
Stalking his prey to put him away. Look at that.
It's about to
He's like,
pounce,
where's
bro.
his
He's laying
Facebook
low
at?
in the
Let me
high
see.
grass.
What was he posting? How deep you search? He's not
Me
going through
personally-
friends list. He's not going.
Me personally, I haven't done any internet research.
Yo, he stopped
on
paying
any
people on the
homes.
block.
He's like,
stopped-
let me
That's
to
not
the-
what happened.
He
Let
stopped
me to
paying
the
people on
dark
the block.
web.
Like, yo, this is for ministry. Tell me about his. Tell me. What
Let me
he's
down a
doing.
rabbit hole, Mario. I still haven't recovered.
I'm running on people like cops. Like, yo,
Probably
something
be like, is this?
You can rock the Yeezys though at that discounted price. It's like the Gordons at Family Dollar.
See, but you will rock the Yeezys because you walking with holy water in the dirt from Jerusalem.
I
son.
wish I had the picture so I could put them up. He has no idea what they look like.
Yeah,
Did
when
you take them with
when,
you?
When you put those on, you get transfigurated. If
He
that's
does.
even a word.
Yeah, he does. It makes you jump higher.
Wait.
He's like,
is that even a word?
Makes you
He said
jump higher.
Transfigurated?
yo, it's the best I could do on the fly.
Just lights up. You stop floating around.
Yo, two of your homies are gonna appear on the side of you when you put them
It's like
sneakers
the
on.
PF Flyers, how they were like guaranteed to make you walk faster, run faster, jump faster. Like, well,
Walk on
Yeezys will make you
water.
walk on water.
Pray harder.
Float in midair. Resurrect.
worship longer.
He said resurrect.
Yo, that could be a skit right there, bro.
Yo.
That's a skit
So
right
I
there.
get it. I get it.
It's
Why
almost
that
like you're fighting. It's almost like you're like, man, I want this word to get out there, and I want it everywhere. And then you're like, man, I gotta play the politics, and it's like almost rubbing like elbow to elbow, like you're coming real close to something that you don't want to be a part of. Am I right in that?
That's how I feel because, on one, like when I came into this joint 2 or 3 years ago, what is it? What I came in, it's 3 or 4 years ago now. Yeah. So when I came into this joint, I just thought it was everybody cool and ministry and boom boom, we all finna be making songs together and everybody dope. But then when I noticed like, oh no, there's politics in this joint.
Yeah.
Like you got to of certain crowds to get into this
introduce
joint.
you to something you had no idea about. So like for an example, like you know how they say the rich play with the money so that way they don't have to pay taxes. You know, they know the insides and all the legal tricks and all this stuff that you need to be able to come, you know,
rub elbows
with somebody who knows the inside in order to get the education.
I'm actually learning that stuff. You know what I mean? Like I'm actually learning it. I'm learning finances. I'm learning how to.
So like as you ever think like, you know what, with money, and I'm not saying we should. I'm just throwing this out there. If I execute my talents and abilities and everything well, to the best of my ability, and I learn the systems that could actually build me some kind of revenue and profit, can I now hire people? Can I now give somebody a job now? So the more that the revenue comes in, the more you can. Hey, listen, real quick. Before we go further, it's weird because I got an MC challenging you in the news feed right now.
What?
It says,
I didn't see that.
Yeah. Are you familiar with the Kid Jop?
Yes, I am. That's my guy.
He writes, "My letter to Douglas Rogers," in quotes, "coming soon."
With the laughing face.
I don't know what that is. That an inside or something? Like, what's going on?
No,
this dude must be like saying that. That's wild. He's wild for that.
Just wrote the letter to Craig. That's what he got his man, dude. He wrote the letter to Lecrae.
Oh my goodness! I completely forgot about that. My letter to Reed.
Ricky Joppy. What up, Ricky? I don't know if you're still in here, but what's up, brother?
And I imagine sand in the holes in his feet, and then I understand that them holes is for me. Yeah. And then I understand that them hoes is for me. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? That was Reed with Read Between the Lines.
Oh, is this late night television?
Reed is dying. How long have you been cracking up, bro?
Yo, you was dying to hold him. I know you was.
Okay, what was the question you wanted to do, yo?
Yo, I'm saying, like, this dude is so prideful. I'm going to pray for him tonight. This dude starts the track with, this is gross. This rap is about to be so disgusting.
In U.S. tax code? Nonprofit. Is this? Am I looking at the right thing?
Not sure.
Is this a tax code? Something about.
Did you write Johnson and Johnson? Or I think you just wrote Johnson Amendment.
No, I don't think it's Johnson.
President Trump.
I was about to say so that's why I was just like, is it they gonna throw baby powder at everybody?
No. Stop it. You got to do better, man.
Yo,
Trump signs.
Why do you think I said that, bro? You not paying attention on my jokes.
It was like he starts pouring the baby powder.
Baby powder.
Hold on, Trump is gonna be like, I have this new policy. It's gonna be huge. It's gonna be a bunch of baby powder. It's going everywhere. It's gonna be awesome. Billions and billions of baby powder is going all across the world. It's gonna be huge.
True. Where you have to like jump ahead of it.
Yeah.
So nowadays you got to jump ahead of it, and like
things are getting more and more serious. But
it's crazy.
I mean, I guess because I'm getting older, I loved it, dude. I thought it was so dope.
What? The
seriousness.
Oh no! I know.
And I thought I would have hated it though. The thing is, I thought I would have hated it because I came from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Like I remember the funniness, and I was like, why touch something that's already dope? Like why touch it?
But because you understand what Will Smith is saying.
Yeah,
you understand.
I get
but here's this: you study this culture, bro.
I do, yeah.
So weekly, we're constantly diving into a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah,
and we're trying to analyze and understand it, right?
Yeah. So now,
so now you can kind of like see this video and be like, oh, I get how it communicates. Like
it's a good thing and bad because before I used to look at these videos and truly enjoy them.
Yeah,
and be like, wow, this is great. But now I watch these videos and I'm like, oh wow, I really love the dark undertone. Man, it just takes a balance. We have to be careful in the way we think through these things. You know?
Yeah, facts.
Because sometimes it could take us to a whole nother level that never should have been taken to.
Dope. So John Singleton, prayers.
Yeah, so prayers for the family, for sure. We just hope and pray that there's more individuals like that are willing to stand up and really stay true, because he even said in the last interview that he felt at peace in his soul because he's been in this business for almost 20-30 years and he's never like did something that he wasn't proud of. Everything that he did, he stands behind. He feels 100% confident in it, in the message and what he was trying to accomplish. So that's super dope.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not many people get to pass, and I can give you a dope wedding and give you soup to nuts, or we can invest this money and get you a home.
He's trying to be cheap already.
And
look,
and it'll help pay for your honeymoon as well. So
money.
You'll actually get to do something. You're gonna get the same amount.
Summer house.
No, I'm saying I'm spending the same amount.
PR.
I'm saying the same amount
in Puerto Rico.
Shut up. I'm actually saying something of value.
All I heard was
listen. I'm saying you get in the same amount. You could have a $50,000 wedding, or you could take $50,000 and use it to buy a home and a dope vacation that's actually for you and your husband. And we could throw a nice little wedding with the real family that loves you, that really wants to see you grow,
slick with it,
and willing to invest in your life. And let's get this popping,
bro. Wisdom.
And then we're called to go into it, you know. And I think there's like some people get really confused on both sides. Like some people on one side are really cautious, like overly cautious, and then you have people on the other side that are really laxed with it, and then don't really have their guard up and don't really prepare themselves when they go into the world, and then they slip up, you know, into some of these traps that are out there that are real.
Well, see, that's why I need you, Mario. That's why I need you. That's why I need y'all brothers, because
that's flattering, bro. This is like the second show where we're hearing stuff like that. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that,
bro. We need brotherhood in this time, bro. Because this is what I've noticed, bro. Because I've been in the music industry for a long time, bro. I worked for Interscope, MMG. I worked at Patchwork. I worked for Epic. I worked for a lot of major labels, bro. And I'm telling you, there is more unity and more brotherhood in those labels.
Oh my goodness, that is the title of the show.
What? No, it's not. They own rights.
I can hear you putting something
It
like
should be Fiction Christian.
That'll be episode 200.
Fiction Christian is the name of the title.
Oh my goodness.
We don't got no more else? Like, we should have a whole lineup of like Christian fiction.
Christian fiction.
I'm dead serious. Like, just stories and creative like stories, and
they might that are fiction. I actually just never looked that up.
What about Moby Dick?
Is that a Christian fiction?
Christian fiction.
Is that a
most of the presidents?
Oh,
what did he say?
Wow. We're supposed to not be political, man. It's just,
you said Christian fiction.
I'm not being political because I mentioned a political
Is that person? What you said? Most of the presidents are Christian fiction. Wow.
No, that was gold. Put some money in my change bucket on
that.
I almost want to say, don't cancel us. Don't cancel us.
Those presidents.
We ain't back by no reach out to me at this point with no project out and 700 followers on Instagram. Nobody's gonna reach out to me and want to hear what I gotta say. I'm gonna keep it real. You were the only person that would reach out to me and care what I have to say. You understand? But why? You know what I'm saying? We all have a voice. Listen to my music, right? Listen to my music. I've joined a lot of things where I was beat out by rappers who are Christian rappers, but don't have a single thing, a single message in their verse. It's just their flow going crazy, right? But I got, and I'm not hating, man. I don't hate on nobody, but I have a lot of content. I have a lot of things to say. But you know what I'm saying? Like you're not hearing that. Like right now in CHH, I feel like it's getting like to the point where it's like there's a blurred line between CHH and secular music because it sounds exactly the same. And the message is kind of thinning out.
Social media and I do some designing still, but she pretty much handles all of that, and we have writers and a full editing team. So we've definitely grown since then.
I could see you moving behind the scenes, especially with a name like Carmen. I know for a fact you just going up to people like, mira, you're gonna do this for me, okay? God bless you. I love it. And they just like, okay, Carmen.
And that's it. They walk out.
God bless you. I guess. I guess I'm writing a blog.
No, defend yourself. Go ahead, defend yourself. Don't let him talk reckless. Go ahead.
I could just feel it. She got that motherly like presence. Like, mira, you're gonna go over there and you're gonna go to your room and just write this blog for me. And they're just like, all right, Carmen, like, I don't know why I'm agreeing to this. But
I don't even know how to write a blog.
And that's how she got all 8 of her writers. She just hit them up and said, look, you're going to be writing for me, okay? gracias. They were like,
it's like everybody's traveling everywhere thinking we're on missions. Like we're crossing each other in planes. We're gonna preach over here. We're gonna preach over there.
We got the people from China coming over here like we're gonna preach.
We gotta preach the word over there.
Like that's funny. I'm going to your country.
Oh, okay.
The gospel.
We're sharing each other's addresses. Go here. All right. That's my aunt. Cool.
Oh, like it's just each person is going to their own house. It's like, I'm going to your house. Preach the gospel. It's like that's crazy. I'm going to yours.
I'm going right to your house, your address. Oh, that's funny. I'm going straight to your personal address. Let me just break it down for people that are watching and listening.
Like, that's crazy.
So you guys can understand what this really means.
Is your wife Catherine?
Oh my goodness. Oh,
going over there to preach the gospel to your family.
Your family. Already believers.
It's crazy.
No, but
bring them to movies. I mean, you bring them to concerts with you. Like, I mean, if you're going to complain about me bringing my son to preach the gospel with me, then there's so many other counter arguments I could give to anybody. I mean, I want my children to grow up, seeing their parents preach the gospel, so they grow up preaching the gospel as well. I mean, my wife was actually with me that day when I got beaten up in Ethiopia. And she tried to defend me. I told her not to defend me. I'd rather me just get harmed than her. But she was there with me, and she survived. I mean, we both survived. I mean, at the end of the day, like, we're not living for this world; we're living for the next, right? And
Amen.
Serving Christ is living a crucified life, and you have to be ready to die for Christ if you're going to be a true disciple of Christ.
Yeah,
90s.
Let's do it.
Golden era.
Oh. That's not it.
Because if you can't arrest me for preaching Jesus Christ. You can't arrest me for no one's using amplification. I oblige with you. So no. They are causing the disturbance. They assaulted me.
You're causing it to happen.
I'm causing it to happen by exercising freedom of speech. So think of the logic. I'm causing a disturbance by exercising freedom of speech in Toronto, Canada.
Yes, you're on TV, sir.
Toronto, Canada. I have the right to practice my faith and exercise my freedoms in Canada.
All right.
With that bandana, he is straight Mr. Miyagi. Is that right? Can I say that? Mr. Miyagi?
He just made up a verb out of this dude's last
What did you say?
You said Mr. Miyagi.
Wait. That's a dope diss when you allow the person to assume what you already said.
Time out. See how my brain
Top
works?
48.
I want you to know how my brain works.
All right.
He said top 48, so he put me at 48, right?
Yep.
Near 50, right? Let's negotiate. And he said he can't name no more than 18 CHH artists. So how do you can't name more than 18 CHH artists, and you put me at 48.
So there's like at least 30 imaginary dudes that are ahead of you.
This dude put me at 48, and he has to think really hard.
There's 30 imaginary dudes that are better than you.
There's somewhere there. There's somewhere between.
I'm counting all the dudes that rap at youth events that
crazy.
ain't never had an album come out. So
dang, and you ain't never heard him.
Only heard him once.
Heard Mario,
Only heard him once.
48. That's crazy. No. That's enough for that. That is enough for that.
Cha now, y'all.
You the chuleta of the day for today.
All right. Yo, we're going to jump into this track called Running That It Did. I don't think this is available everywhere. This is just like a freebie I did for fun. Just to break up the segments. This is called Running.
Oh, I like this track.
Here we go.
This one before.
This is a good one.
Yeah. Marrio Esco, you already know, right? There's a lot I gotta get off my chest, so I'm hoping that y'all pay attention and sit back, enjoy the ride. Yeah. Listen. Pharisees telling me how to live. They got their stones for the kid. Wish to watch everything that I did, said, and say and do. They want to slay you, dude.
Came out spinning on his head, bro.
I had it.
Brent.
Yeah.
You broke dance like that?
No, it came out the womb. Spinning on his head.
Four-fingered ring and all.
Catch that.
I had the full finger ring.
Came out the womb doing windmills.
Came out the womb doing, and then he posted at the
crazy. And then he posted.
Yeah, I had that Grandmaster Flash outfit on.
You know,
he came out the womb like
came out the womb.
Had the leather jacket with the tassels.
He'd be like, "Oh my goodness, my son is hip hop from the womb. Look at him go! Head spins right out the womb." He was beatboxing in there. He had
hip hop out of the room.
Yo, when they did the ultrasound, he had the beat machine and headphones.
Oh my god! The nurse, everybody's producing a beat.
Homeboy came out with an album. It was called From the Womb.
Dang.
Yo!
Dang.
My bad. All right. I'll stop.
Wow.
On the next segment,
don't give us
artist tips.
You believe in your own legend right now.
I do want to talk about something though, and this is a great segue
to.
Let's do creative tip.
Oh,
let's go to creative tip. Great segue. Creative tip. Get the bag. That's it.
I love the segue.
We're done.
People just talking about businesses.
Creative tip.
Get that bag.
Get the bag. That's it.
So
I'm gonna send this to my partners and be like, "Yo, send the creative tip out there. Get the bag.
Get the bag."
All right. So what do we mean by get the bag? Get ready.
That's basically what went down, and now we're just recapping because after that show, we got a few comments.
Okay, I'll go right to it. I'll go right to it.
Yeah, let's go right to it. So
right,
somebody questioned Mario
Where
about.
Is it? Why does it say this? Oh, yeah. Okay.
Boom. There she is.
Wow. Okay. I missed a slot. There you go. All right.
So that is Katie Hill Perry.
Jackie.
Jackie Hill Perry. All of them.
That's live. That's beautiful. That's live. Y'all heard it here first. All right. It was bound to happen live.
Both of them
bound to happen. Both of them.
I got attacked, sued, ridiculed.
Yeah, I could see the
very similar.
All right. So Noco responds. Noco says, Jackie Hill Perry, or how Gil says, Katie. Complexity of a person. You can't look at Angie's music video and not know nothing about her and what makes her the person she is, and just judge it right off of a music video. If you follow her entire career and you see her persistence and her humility and her humbleness and context of who she is as a person and all the complexities that make up who Angie Rose is, you would appreciate the movie that she just dropped. And you would celebrate her in her maturity. And on the side, like a brother, you would be like, "Hey, yo, that's as far as you going, right?" That's as far as you go.
Angie, you killed it.
Because as soon as this twerking,
that was one of the dopest things I ever seen.
It's no longer working.
But I gotta tell you, don't be dropping it like it's hot. Type of scene of it, whether it's a sensual scene or if it's just like a B-roll scene, like it's just kind of passing by. Then if it's just like a passing by B-roll, I would have no problem doing a shower scene as long as nothing's being shown.
Okay.
But if it's like, this is the part where you be sensual in this regard and blah 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 blah, then yeah, that's not cool. That's the limit.
That's
the limit right there.
Check it. So we're not here to tell you either or.
That's my limit.
I just wanted to spin off that and see how Gil did. I wanted to trip him up a little bit.
I'm just
you fumbled a little bit through that, but you made it through. You made it through. You made your point. Bam. All right, cool. But
why am I in the hot seat? What about you? Let's flip this role a little bit. Like,
nah, you the man.
I'm feeling like each conversation is another bar.
Fire.
Bar.
Yo, you see
and
CJ?
Eventually, I'm just in a cage.
You see CJ
with the
He's
symbols.
Fighting back. He's pushing back
with the symbols, and I'm just like,
I don't know what you're doing over there.
Yeah, that was the biggest thing. And there was a lot of like rap responses, like CHH ain't dead, and then all these different responses, but they never actually talked about the actual point of what we were saying. The industry, the money, the view of it, the way that it's structured, the fact that there is no structure, all these different things that hasn't been answered. This is why, CHH artists are struggling, because there's no direction on how to make money directly. There's no teaching. There's nothing. Everybody's just figuring it out on their own. Secular people don't have that. They have professionals. They have A&Rs. They have people that are rooted in the business and are coaching these artists all the way up.
So we were saying this doesn't exist. I'm not with this CHH that thinks they got the finances and all this stuff figured out.
But even
don't.
even when you disconnect from that in the world, you're still
selling music.
rapper.
Even they have specific microphones that suit them. I didn't know that.
Yep.
I was like, I thought like just as long as it's a good quality mic, you'll get a good sound. But like artists actually have a preference. Like, I only sound good on the 1500 Technica. I'm like, dang, okay, mad technical it is. Like, it's like, I'll only sing on the Shure 1500 A sex. Like, all right, well now. It's like,
I don't know if that.
I didn't know divas can get to that level.
I don't know if that mic exists.
It doesn't because I'm not a techie. But it sounds like it does, right?
I can tell. Don't try to say technical.
I know I'm the only one that's not technical, and I got like 3 technical guys right now. They're all looking at me like this idiot.
Like Gil dropping it.
Don't do it.
Gil dropping it.
We have to focus on our own, what God has given to. Look at, for example, the iPhone commercial, which I don't want to jump as a segue there, but it's perfect, man.
It is.
It's perfect for this situation.
It is.
So what do I do now? Is this a quick?
I love that we're having this dialogue about the show alive on the show.
All right, you want to jump into it? Man, I didn't want to go there.
It's a perfect segue. Now what do I do, Gil?
So segue right into it.
Well, segue.
You know what? Can I segue back? I'm saying, like, if I segue forward,
back?
is there a reverse segue?
That is officially
Segwalk.
the name
Segwalk.
of this episode. Segue.
The segue back. Like Peabody and Sherman, the segue back.
That's a celebration for our new title of the show. Segue. All right, so I'm gonna segue, and then I'm gonna transition and segue. How about that? All right, so we're gonna segue. iPhone 11 Pro.
Only a Spanish person can
You
come
just
up
messed
with
up
that.
Ecclesiastes for me entirely. Now I'm gonna read that thing and I'm like, this dude is a punk, man.
Remember, he was the wisest man to ever live, but also
This
the
dude
richest.
It is.
He was
hot tub.
also the richest.
In the hot
With
tub.
bubbles.
This dude was in his hot tub with his
Smoke with a
maid servants
stogie.
blowing bubbles in his hot
With a
tub.
hookah, bro.
Smoking a
Vanity
smoking a
of
hookah
vanity. All
with
is
his choir
vanity.
behind him. He looked like Kanye West.
He was like,
I bet you after he said vanity of vanity, he was probably like, more bubbles. Vanity of vanity.
Even these bubbles, I find no purpose in any of them.
Blow harder.
Keep blowing.
Blow harder with this nonsense.
why do I even choose to indulge myself? It's all vain. The only thing a man has is his word.
Why did we give him this accent? First of all, why did he have this accent? He's
man
from the Middle East.
Only has
He's becoming a superstar, bro.
Oh, fact.
Oh, hell
slowly
yeah,
becoming a
for
superstar.
sure.
That deal alone, I can't even imagine. Unless he has some kind of jacked up, contract with a publisher or something. But if he owns all the rights to his music with the sync license,
That's what I'm saying. There's ways that you can make money, and people are always looking for a good deal, especially if it's good music.
Following too.
But movie directors are not like, wait a minute, that song is popping.
Yeah.
We need to have that song on this movie. It's really gonna make
Why
people
does the movie
gyrate.
director sound like that, brother?
Huh?
Like, why does the movie director have to sound like that? Why can't you do like a Spanish accent? Like, yo, mira, yo. Why does the movie director have to be like the?
Because it's not as believable. Unfortunately, if I was just like,
sad, dude.
mira, that track would have been fire. I would have
Fuego.
paid any monies
Monies
to put on that.
I hear you calling, but I'm busy falling. But you're right there to pick me up. Everything I give is not enough. 'Cause you keep blessing me. We both know I don't deserve what I get, but your love gave me a wife and a kid. You keep on blessing me, and for that only you I will live. Gonna live for you, 'cause it's time for me. We both know I don't deserve what I get, but your love gave me a wife and a kid. Keep on blessing me, and for that only you I will live. I'm gonna live for you. You keep blessing me.
Of our shows. Oh, my bad. Hey, what's up? What?
You're the one that pressed the button and recorded it. You gotta pay for mixing, mastering.
Exactly.
Like it's mad money that goes
Cut
into
out
it.
on that cost, man. It's a blessing. Like you
Yeah.
can record yourself. And if you don't mix and master it, you can just record yourself and send it to somebody, or put a decent mix on it, and that cuts down on studio time and cuts down on a lot. So that was a good thing, you know, learning what I learned from them, and you know, being able to at least, you know, help myself and, you know, help others too.
Of course, man. Yeah, you have to invest in yourself, bro, especially if you do believe it's a ministry and you want to serve with excellency and professionalism. I think it's important for people to take it seriously, you know what I mean? And don't just, you know, you don't want to, you know, half, you know what I mean? You don't want to give half your effort.
And that's one big thing. Like, once people see that you invest in yourselves, they are drawn to you.
The suit was Adam Savage, so the host of the show was like, "Yo,
it was like a real life
I can
costume.
take this and put it on this guy, and we can see Iron Man fly for real."
How flexible was he in the suit?
Not flexible at all. It was straight up titanium. He was like,
okay, so it's not like somebody.
But it makes you think, how far off are they for?
Oh, bro, they can make the Iron Man suit. You don't think they can?
I don't know.
Brett, you shocked me, dude. You shocked me. You like have this mindset that I can't click with sometimes.
Right. Yeah.
And then when it comes to like technology, you're like, I don't know. Like,
well, I don't know.
Think
I
they
mean,
can make an Iron Man suit.
I never really researched that, so I'm gonna say I don't know.
You think there's clones out there?
Come on, bro. You try to trap me, bro.
It's not a trap. Yo,
I thought you was my brother.
Here,
You trying to trap me like that, bro.
You're not going out to the nations to make disciples.
That's different.
No, you just said you're not going out.
Going out to preach the gospel is different than going out to defend the gospel.
Okay, so
it's two different things.
Are they?
They are two different things. They are.
Explain to me how they're two different things.
Because an apologist is going to validate what the Word of God says. That's what they do. They argue that the Bible is factual and true, and that's it. And yes, of course, because they're talking about the Bible, the gospel is present. But their main goal is to prove a point that the Bible is correct and it is trustworthy to believe, that it is a historical document, and that they prove that with their, you know, apologist strategies. Jeez. Can't believe you made me do that.
That was great, bro. That was great. That was like a mental
goes out and gives the gospel. They just go and give the gospel.
That was like a mental to be exercise. My boy, and like tell me like, yo, Mario, man, don't rock that, bro.
Yeah, I was still trying to figure myself out.
I look like Rey Mysterio ate several Rey Mysterios. Like
I was still trying to look at my beard, man. Look at that thing.
I look like Rey Mysterio who let himself go. I think, yo, I'm done. I'm just gonna start rapping now.
Oh, we'll get to me.
Look at Gil. Gil, you look straight, bro.
What?
Look at you, killing the acting role.
Oh, whatever.
You got that. All right, let's hear Gil. Let's hear.
So fine.
That's Gil killing it. Gil killing it. Even as an actor, look at him. He's a natural. Watch this. Watch it. Oh! Transition to the Mexican wrestler in the back. What up?
The Mexican wrestler.
Y'all didn't expect. Ain't nobody expect.
Here you go.
Straight up.
Your plate.
Grubbing.
Hot chuletas. Hot. I don't know.
Hot.
I have no idea. We've been driving for an hour.
Steam is just boom.
We've been driving for an hour. How's this food still hot?
Everyone's trying to run to the
I think
water.
they just put Vicks.
Everyone's trying to hold up. No. Before you go, you gotta eat.
Yeah, legit. Abuelita, you know I'm gonna die if I go swimming in a full stomach. No. You look skinny.
Yo. Now you eating. Now you eating. Now you're done. Now you run. No. Hold up.
No.
You gotta wait.
You gotta wait.
How long did they say? 15. 15 minutes. You gotta wait.
15 minutes. Then I'm gonna see you like this and
Come on.
And I'm gonna go have to get you. No.
Chuleta.
How do we get that just for playing that song?
Cool. So how do we get that from Area 51? Like, am I supposed to chop that
because
up?
Because we were talking about Area 51
so
and you put chuleta on, bro. I don't even know. Is that a celebration or are we reflecting on our people?
Like, we were always spitting the rhymes. We were always performing no matter what. You always had to have your guard up. At the party, somebody's always trying to get you and battle you. Somebody try to corner you. You have come out of nowhere, dude. These dudes would circle around like vultures. Real talk, bro. Planning, plotting, and scheming. Like, how we gonna?
But I mean, if you think about it, it's no different than.
I'm over here trying to eat. I got my plate of rice and beans. I'm like, yo, leave me alone, man. Like, I'm not trying to rap. I'm trying to watch everybody do salsa merengue.
But it's no different.
This ain't even the right time. There's salsa merengue going on. Like there's bachatas and stuff.
But the ballers feel the same way. Like if you're a basketball player, you see somebody who look like they could ball, they'll be like, yo, you ball? There's a court right behind.
Nah, these dudes were plotting and scheming beforehand, bro. They saw me from a mile away. They knew I was there.
You got a rapper face. That's why.
I got a rapper face. I don't know how to feel about that. Hold up. Somebody. Yo, anybody in this chat? What up?
Robust. Yep. But this is just me spilling. Trying to be, inspired. I'm like, let's spit some bars. Let's go around the city. I was driving. Probably not the best thing to do. To be filmed while you're driving
you were driving
on the highway.
You were driving
on the highway while we were spitting the bars.
Okay, all right.
While I was being filmed,
you were driving, spitting bars, and filming yourself.
No. It was
that is talent, ladies and gentlemen.
Clap
for that.
That right there is the most
pure talent
way of I need to get this shot.
I'll be in the body cast like I did it.
Recording, filming. Dude filmed himself recording his album, driving
on the hood and driving at the same time.
And now in the ambulance, screaming, "Did I get the shot?"
Verse 2 was in the ambulance.
Okay. Verse 2 was in the ambulance.
Yeah, that's a good. I think building a network is really important. I mean, there's practical ways, right? There's the email list, the MailChimps, the constant contacts. There's the IG analytics, so making sure you're catering to your base. And I think one of the most obvious ways to build a network is be consistent with content. When people feel like you're being consistent and you're putting out quality art that makes people feel like they know you, they feel like they're in your network.
Facts.
You can give perks, you can do whatever like that, and so I think that's important. But then also, even like a inner circle. There's like a network, a broader network, but then there's like an inner circle where you got your people that you want to attend their shows, they attend your shows.
See, when you cut a tree and you look at the oak.
Oh, there you go.
You see the rings? There's an inner circle. It's one of a kind. You know what I'm saying?
First time I ever seen purple $5 bill.
Oh my goodness, a purple $5 bill.
I remember them days, bro.
Oh man,
I remember them days.
And we all remember them days.
Come
Get
on, man.
that orange cheese, that 5-pound block of cheese, bro.
That thing was like monstrous.
That was just yesterday.
That was just yesterday. You had the block of government cheese yesterday? First of all, I want to know where you got it because they don't even give out government cheese
you legit
no more.
just had a block of cheese
you just
5 minutes ago. Bro.
They don't give out government cheese. Where'd you get it?
Ay.
Yo, government cheese don't even exist. Now if you say powdered milk, I'm going to slap you.
So that's the creative tip of the day.
If you say powdered milk, I'm going to slap you.
It's a wrap. My partners are gone. I love y'all. Hey, listen, it was dope. I'm still
I'm sorry.
I'm still going to be here for y'all.
I'm still going to be here for y'all. An offering plate. I'm going to be mad.
He don't need an offering plate either, so it's even worse.
And during the offering plate, if I ever hear, she gave me money when I'm in need, I'm leaving the church and I'm never coming back. I'm like, I knew it. It was fake, Kanye.
Oh, yes, indeed.
You just wanted my money.
He's talking about the church.
But what if he was, right?
Oh, the church is a gold digger.
Way over town.
And they trying to dig on me.
I ain't saying shit. Kanye, so we're gonna go to our featured track now.
Telling you,
Church in the Trap.
Church in the Trap.
Mad appropriate. Here we go. Church in the Trap.
As we proceed to give you what you need.